James here for our elite update today. Every day I get a little bit better. I'm still coughing like crazy, but getting a little better every single day. And man, what an awesome call yesterday. So many people from the elite community there. Leanne, Whitney, JJ, um, Stephanie, Ted was there. I'm missing other names, but man, so many of the people that showed up are from our elite community because you guys are the ones that step up. You guys are the ones that take action. And what a crazy call. If I had said to you, should you pay $100 to attend a call like that? I mean, I think it was well worth it. Some of the things he was talking about where he's just getting straight to it. And it's like, when I asked a question like, what do how do you recognize when like to go over a platform? And he basically just said like, gut feeling. I've been doing this for so long, like I should know what I'm talking about. And just how he could just cut right to it with the answers. And you know, guy's done it all. And it was kind of full circle where I had an infomercial with him years ago. And it's like, first thing out of his mouth is like, long time no see, and it's like, it's crazy. It's been 15, 16 years ago. And I changed my life. So cool to have him, um, in front of the community because he doesn't owe us that. And this guy, where he's having their event with Tony Robbins, where according to him, 800,000 to 2.5 million people on their 3-day event. I mean, that's just insane numbers. Like, I'm excited if I could, to me, the Mecca is to have a thousand people on a live call. Like, to me, that's just like, I'm there. I've arrived, and for him to be like, oh yeah, no, just kind of casually saying, 800,000 to 2.5 million. But he could just cut to the answer, just like a director, like, if you think of the best directors out there, whoever, like, Francis Ford Coppola or something like that, they can just problem solve and get right to the answer because they've just seen it all. And it's just crazy. I'm so glad some of you got to ask your questions and get those answered. That was really, really awesome. So just the elite community, we're just poised to keep making things happen. And I'm so glad that those that were in the elite community understood. We have almost 6,000 people in the community. We had maybe, I don't know, 40 people show up live, and I'm so happy for that. I'm so happy we had 40 people. But man, we should have had 500 people. Like, so many people missed out. Like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Sometimes there's, conflicts or whatever, you have work. I get it. But if you had the opportunity to be there, why wouldn't you? So it just shows you that those of you that were on the call, that's the kind of thing you have to do. You have to be there when the opportunity arises. And when he was talking about things like, when I think about if I'm on my deathbed, like, did I go after it? It's like, you don't try and I don't think in those terms usually. And it's like, man, that really hit me hard. And it's like, if you think about that, I'm not saying you have to think about that in a morbid way, but if you woke up, and then Gary Vaynerchuk says the same thing. If he every day he thinks about, like, what if I lost one of my loved ones, a child or my wife or whatever, like, how would that feel? Like, any of the problems that you're dealing with does not compare to that situation. You're on your deathbed, you hopefully live a long life, but you're 90 years old. And it's like, man, should have did this. And so it just really pumped me up to be like, you got to go after it, man, because life is short. So bottom line is just, again, kudos to everyone from the elite community that showed up to that. And we made it happen. I mean, that's such a big deal to have such a named person on there. And I'll wait for my opportunity. And maybe one day we'll have Tony Robbins speak to the group. Not there yet, but I'd like to have had several hundred people, and I believe we will get to that point. And once you start getting hundreds of people on calls like that, then more and more people will. And again, Dean did it, and we'll look at. It's just hard because where do you go from there? Like, it's hard. I think Tony Robbins is the only one that I think could maybe top Dean. Um, but again, they're both outstanding. So everyone, have a great weekend, and thank you again for all of you that showed up. And we will continue to work. We will continue to serve, and we'll continue to make things happen. So we'll see you next time.